Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bear vs. Wolf. Thanks for tuning in. Today, just going over kind of first impressions of a DW9002 pedal. Real quick, actually, first I want to say thank you for everybody who subscribed. We just went over 1,000 subscribers this week, basically. And if you don't know, that's kind of an important milestone on YouTube. You need 1,000 subs to get into the ad sharing program. And so thank you very much. If you've hit that subscribe button, appreciate it very much. DW9002. I have been used to Pearl Eliminator pedal, the single that I use for my gigging out. Basically, I don't really use a double pedal out at all very often, almost never. And then I have a DW7000 on my kit in the basement, which you've probably seen if you've seen this channel, which I like, but I've always felt it could be better. And so that's basically why we're here. DW9002, is it better? And checking it out. So the first thing I just want to talk about real quick is the weighting. It feels a little bit heavier, a little bit more heavy duty than the DW7000 series and most of the pedals. I went around, big box retailer, #1, and tried just about every bass drum pedal they had, from Pearl to Iron Cobras to everything. Just went around, and here's, we're coming through Stephen Slate drums on the F note today. So that's where the sounds are coming from. And I basically just stomped on the pedal. And most of them felt very light to me. I prefer a little bit of a heavier type of pedal. And so the DW9000 just really stood out. You can just feel it under your foot like it's chunky. I'm not a big metal guy. I don't really play a lot of really hyper fast, just trying to mimic your hands doubles on the bass drum. I just use it for accenty stuff and little fills here and there for the most part. And I really like that heavy feel, and you can put weights. I'll do another video on how I set this thing up with the weights and all that kind of stuff. But basically this is just what I've been feeling over the last couple of days for this pedal. And it's great. It feels nice and heavy. You can kind of see below how I have it set up. I go to the outside of my hi-hat with the double pedal. I think a lot of people go with the inside of it. But to me, that just feels more natural to have my foot outside. And I like to have my hi-hat close because, like I said, I don't do a ton of double bass stuff, but doing a little bit more lately. And so here's just a quick sample of like some singles. You could do a lot with just a single pedal, especially this one. It feels great. It feels really heavy under the foot. A lot of the problems I generally have with double pedals is my left pedal feels very, very light to me, and I don't like that. These, to me, feel really close to equal on both sides. So you get your right foot, you switch to your left. A lot of times they feel very unbalanced or imbalanced. The left foot feels very light. What I love about the DW9000s is I'm feeling similar on both sides. So it's not exactly the same, probably never going to be. I mean, there's a giant bar connecting the two. I've seen a lot of people say that they like to replace the bar with the trick linkage. May try that in the future, but right now I'm pretty happy. I don't feel a lot of slop in the linkage for now, but great pedal for doing just solid doubles. If you're going, that stuff feels very good. Pardon me as I put my earpiece in here. And just go back and forth. That feels incredible to me, like just back and forth. Feels great. Feels like you have kind of an extension of your hands below you. Really, really like that for that. Great balance, great weighting. Like I said, I've already said this, I really like the weighting of the left pedal, the left foot. You can kind of see underneath how they look. Try to get my feet out of the way. I'm sure you've seen a DW9000 pedal before. It's nothing that special, right? I have not adjusted the springs at all. Like I said, I won't go into what I've done, but we'll do another video on how I've set them up. But you can already see we're getting a little bit long here. I just wanted this to be a really quick video. Show you real quick another example, just like some balanced, you know, right, left, back and forth. Yeah, so that's basically it. Hopefully you can see from the second angle here. Really, really cool. Definitely a step up. I haven't played on the 7000s in a while now. Since I've had these, I just had them open the last couple weeks. And definitely feels like a step up from the 7000s. And I'm very interested to go back to my Eliminator. I haven't played that either in a while and see how I feel different. I've always loved those Pro Eliminators, at least the singles. I've never owned a double, I don't believe. Maybe a long time ago, but a very different Eliminator. So that's basically it. I just wanted to kind of show you what we got. You know, shiny new pedals. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. I can see why people like them. A lot of people say they like the DW5000s better. I didn't really get that sense. You can adjust the cams on these to be either way, like the 5000s have the turbo or non-turbo cams. To be honest, I don't feel a whole huge bit of difference when you go between the, I can't remember the words, concentric and whatever the option is. The turbo cam basically and the non-turbo cam. I don't feel a huge difference there. I like to adjust the foot plates to flat, but we'll go through that in the next video. Thanks for watching. Basically, these things are great. So if you're looking into them, check them out. Thanks for watching. Bear Wolf. Bye.